Let me ask you something personal. When was the last time solo time felt as good as it did in your 20s? Back then, everything was automatic. Vivid sensitivity, rock-hard firmness, blood rushing in like a freight train. And when you finished, that release was explosive, deep, satisfying in a way you can't even describe. Now, maybe things feel muted, softer, sensation is dulled, and climax doesn't deliver that same punch. You're wondering if that intensity is just gone forever. Real talk, it's not gone. Your body is still wired for that feeling. What's changed is your circulation. And circulation, that can be fixed tonight with what you eat. I'm Dr. Victoria Lee, and today I'm revealing 6 foods that restore that 20-year-old sensation. The first one increases blood flow by 30% in just 3 weeks. That's not marketing. That's peer-reviewed science. Here's what most men don't understand. Erections aren't random. They're hydraulic events driven by circulation and nerve signals. Think about it like this. Blood has to rush into your penis, fill those spongy chambers, and stay trapped under pressure. For that to happen, your arteries need to be clear. Your vessels need to be flexible. And your body needs to release enough nitric oxide, the chemical messenger that tells those vessels to open wide. When this system is running smoothly, erections feel strong and responsive. When it breaks down, less blood gets in. Nerves don't fire as clearly. And that release, it feels flat, disappointing. Here's the thing. This isn't just about age. It's about fuel. The right foods raise nitric oxide, support testosterone, and nourish your nervous system. The wrong foods, heavy in sugar, alcohol, and processed garbage, clog everything up and leave you feeling sluggish. So let's talk about the right fuel. First up, beets. And here's why this vegetable is basically nature's performance pill. Beets are loaded with natural nitrates that your body converts into nitric oxide. That's the same molecule Viagra targets. It relaxes blood vessel walls, opens them wide, and lets blood pour in like opening a dam. Here's the research. A study from the Journal of Applied Physiology found that men who drank beet juice daily for 15 days increased blood flow by 30%. That's not subtle. That's measurable, powerful improvement. And it's not just about erections. Athletes use beet juice before competition because it increases oxygen delivery to muscles by up to 16%. But here's what most guys don't realize. The effect is cumulative. One glass doesn't transform you overnight. But drink it consistently for 2 to 3 weeks, and you'll notice stronger morning wood, quicker arousal response, and that vivid sensation you thought was gone. The nitrates peak in your blood about 2 to 3 hours after drinking, so timing matters. Beet juice in the afternoon, by evening your circulation is primed. Roasted beets with dinner, same effect, just slower release. You don't need gallons. Half a cup of roasted beets, a small glass of juice. Even beet powder stirred into water works. The key is consistency, not volume. Next, dark chocolate, but not a candy bar. I'm talking real, bitter, intense dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa. Here's something most guys don't know. The Aztecs called chocolate food of the gods, and Montezuma supposedly drank 50 cups of chocolate daily before visiting his harem. They understood something we're only now proving in labs. Coca is packed with flavonoids, compounds that do 2 critical things. First, they relax blood vessel walls, improving flow by up to 20% within 2 hours of eating. Second, they trigger your brain to release anandamide, the same chemical your body produces when you're in love. It literally makes you feel aroused, connected, and alive. There's also phenylethylamine, a natural compound that acts like an antidepressant and amplifies pleasure signals. So you're not just getting better blood flow, you're priming your brain for a more intense, satisfying release. The catch? Sugar kills the benefit. Milk chocolate is useless. You need dark, bitter cocoa. A small square or 2, a few times a week, is enough. Think of it as medicine that happens to taste incredible. Third, oysters. And if you're wondering why Casanova supposedly ate 50 oysters every morning for breakfast, it's all about zinc. Zinc directly fuels testosterone production, and testosterone controls desire, firmness, and the explosive force of your climax. When zinc drops, everything feels muted. Erections are softer. Orgasms feel weak. Energy tanks. Here's the problem. Over 40% of men over 50 are deficient in zinc, and don't even know it. Your body doesn't store zinc well. Stress burns through it. Alcohol depletes it, and most diets don't provide enough. A single serving of oysters delivers over 500% of your daily zinc needs. That's why they've been called nature's aphrodisiac for centuries. If oysters aren't your thing, pumpkin seeds are the next best source. Then beef, chickpeas, and beans. Correcting zinc deficiency doesn't just restore firmness, it brings back orgasm intensity. That deep, full-body rush you used to feel, it comes roaring back when testosterone has the raw material it needs. Fourth, watermelon. This summer fruit is more powerful than most guys realize, and Olympic athletes have known the secret for years. Watermelon contains citrulline, an amino acid your body converts into arginine, then into nitric oxide. That's the same pathway Viagra uses, just natural and without side effects. In fact, researchers at Texas A&M found that watermelon delivers Viagra-like effects on blood vessels. Here's the surprise benefit. Citrulline doesn't just help you get hard. It helps you stay hard longer by improving blood vessel endurance. Athletes use it to delay fatigue. For you, that translates to erections that don't fade halfway through. The highest concentration of citrulline is in the white rind, not the pink flesh. So if you're serious about results, blend the whole thing, rind and all. Fresh slices work too, just less potent. Timing matters. Drink watermelon juice about an hour before intimacy. That's when citrulline peaks in your bloodstream, priming circulation exactly when you need it. Fifth, walnuts. These are critical for a reason most men completely overlook. Modern diets are drowning in omega-6 fatty acids from vegetable oils, which create inflammation and stiffen arteries. The ideal omega-6 to omega-3 ratio should be 4:1. Most American men, they're running 20:1 or worse. That's a circulation disaster. Walnuts are one of the richest plant sources of omega-3s, which restore that balance. They keep arteries flexible, so blood moves easily into erectile tissue. But here's the part nobody talks about. Omega-3s also support nerve health. Your nerves are like electrical wiring carrying signals from brain to body. When that wiring is damaged or undernourished, signals weaken. Arousal dulls. Sensation fades. Pleasure flattens. Think of omega-3s as insulation for your nerve voltage. They sharpen the signal, making every touch more vivid, every sensation more intense. A small handful daily, about a quarter cup, is enough to make a noticeable difference within weeks. Finally, pomegranate. Ancient Persian warriors drank pomegranate juice before battle, believing it gave them strength and stamina. They weren't wrong. Modern research now shows why. Pomegranate is loaded with antioxidants that protect and repair blood vessel walls. A study published in the International Journal of Impotence Research found that men who drank pomegranate juice daily for 8 weeks saw significant improvements in erectile function. We're talking measurable changes on the International Index of Erectile Function Scale. But here's what makes pomegranate unique. It doesn't just improve blood flow. It actively clears plaque from arteries, reversing years of damage. Think of it as a power washer for your vascular system. Pomegranate also creates a better testosterone environment, not by adding hormones, but by protecting the testosterone you already produce from breaking down too quickly. That means more sustained desire, better energy, and yes, fuller, more satisfying releases. Enjoy the seeds on salads, eat the whole fruit, or drink pure pomegranate juice daily. Just make sure it's real juice, not sugar water with pomegranate flavoring. Check the label. Here's what makes these 6 foods so powerful. They don't just work individually, they create a synergy effect. Beets and watermelon both raise nitric oxide, but through different pathways. Together, they amplify each other. Dark chocolate relaxes vessels while zinc fuels testosterone. That's blood flow plus hormones working in tandem. Walnuts sharpen nerve signals while pomegranate cleans the highways those signals travel through. You don't need all 6 every day. That's unrealistic. Instead, think in terms of quick wins. Beet juice in the morning, dark chocolate after lunch, handful of walnuts as a snack, pomegranate juice with dinner. Rotate them throughout the week. The timeline? Most guys notice subtle changes within the first week. Stronger morning wood, quicker arousal response. By week 3, the effects compound. Sensation sharpens, firmness improves, and that release, it starts feeling powerful again, deep, satisfying, the way it used to. Gentlemen, your best days are not behind you. Your body can do more than you realize when you give it the right tools. These 6 foods create the conditions for firmer erections, sharper sensation, and more powerful climaxes. Not through force, not through chemicals, through natural support that works with your body instead of against it. So tonight, start with just 1. Add beets to your dinner. Grab a handful of walnuts. Pour a glass of pomegranate juice. Take that first step. And then tomorrow, add another. Your body is still capable of that 20-year-old feeling. It just needs better fuel. And that fuel is sitting on a grocery store shelf right now, waiting for you. This is Dr. Victoria Lee reminding you, small changes lead to big results. You're not past your prime. You just need to feed your system properly. Stay strong, gentlemen. If this helped, hit subscribe for more real talk about men's sexual health after 50. And drop a comment below. Which of these 6 foods are you trying first? Your answer might inspire another guy to take action.